Tim is a very, very special person that we are very happy to commemorate commemorate this occasion in his honor. His parents, Warren and Mary, lived in Cornwall up until about 6 months ago. They have moved to Cape Cod, both having retired from teaching, and would be here with us today if there wasn't illness that kept them on the Cape. It's also work for 3 professionals who serve as our judges, and they judge these poems indiscriminately. They have no idea who's written them. They only know an age, and that's it. Not even male or female. I break them out in age category, and excuse me, they assess them in that way. And our 3 judges are sitting in the back row: John Kelly, Sharon Thompson, and Elise Zahn. Give them a round of applause, please. But still, they spend dedicated time looking at these on their own. Then this is the first year we've come together and discussed them. They discussed them as a group. I listened, and they came to their conclusions in that manner. Tim Mumford wrote a poem, as I said, that won the competition 10 years ago, and it's in a frame over here. I'd like to read it just so you hear his work. There's also a lovely picture of Tim writing. There's also some memo pads. If anybody would like a memo pad, they're welcome to take it. But Tim wrote this back in 1999. Skyview. A small bird slowly soaring, sweetly sifting through rolling hills of budding trees, rapidly beautifying green and flowering through weaving wind, blowing the swaying leaves. Slowly soaring bird climbs the pristine air of morning, vibrant blue sky surrounding his wings, and a lonely cloud flies alone. My eyes follow the graceful ascent, swirling and diving, leafy deciduous to stout pine, steadily up then falling swiftly down, softly sinking to the moist air of the river valley, tasting the salt of the sea, then the scent of the trees, and always the subtle wind, flowing, pushing, a small bird slowly soaring, sweetly sifting through the rolling hills of budding trees. Tim Mumford. I think. Mom, could you come pick her up?
Yeah. Sure. Can she stand in front of the podium?
Yes, she could. Would that work? You know what? Let me take it out of the podium. How's that? Off the podium. I'll take the paper out of the book. We'll get this big thing out of the way so people can see your pretty face. Okay, come around this way.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay, you hold that. Go ahead.
Cherry, cherry, when do you grow? I will eat you when you grow. You're so yummy for my tummy. Flowers grow, roses too. Butterflies fly all around.
Card and your gift card for Barnes & Noble. You're welcome. Sefcicova. Miriam Sefcicova, who is a young lady who goes to Storm King's school. She is 16, and she has written a poem called Poison. Miriam?
Poison. Waking up to a gray, rainy day and a newspaper on the stand. We routinely turn the limp pages, expecting to get carried away with a cold wave of bad news. Cancers, viruses are more interesting than cures. We could call it a forgetting or ignorance, this hunting for the bad that fills us up day by day. Countries come back together only after tragedy, natural disasters, shootings, or plane crashes. We all get a brief wake-up call before drifting back to forgetting ignorance. Such a thin wall between good and bad, knowledge and ignorance. So easy to cross over, so hard to come back. Thank you.
Thank you. When they were talking about which one, this was the first one that they all agreed upon and really felt that it was It was an excellent poem. The spelling of words supports the language of the poem. I'll give you an example. Very often, because is cuz, C-U-Z, taking the G off of ing, acknowledged, I-G-N-O-L-E-G-E-D. So it's very much a part of the poem. So I would like you to take a quick look at it. Liam is being given a $50 gift certificate to Barnes & Noble and also a leather writing journal in acknowledgement of his being selected best overall. So Jeremy will take it back for him. Without further ado, the young man who was selected as, whose poem was selected as the best overall is also a Storm King student. He's 18 and his name is Liam Van Horn. He is off visiting colleges this weekend. So his teacher, Jeremy, has a DVD of Liam reading his poem.
You good?
Yeah, name?
I'm Liam Van Horn. I'm 18 years old. My poem is called Concrete Coffin. Conceived inside a concrete coffin. Miraculous, born walking and talking about future prophets, always cursing often. Puerto Rican selling crack underneath my apartment. The drama started when Mama had crossed the heartless, forced her hand out of pockets and told my dad she lost it. I couldn't help her because her belly still had held me hostage. Got me wondering if God was watching. They acknowledged and didn't stop. I guess it's part of the plan. The truth can be inconvenient. You either take it or leave it, or all the fiends will eat it. Quench your thirst with the bleeding. Rehearse the reasons while my brother's in the hospital bleeding. His dad dry heaving from all the drinking of grief. And disbelief, this ain't fair. I'd kicked it with him that evening and it happened to be the last day I would ever see him. I pray that God received him, despite the fact I don't believe him. For now, it doesn't matter to me. 13, hit with thugs in the street and speak and watch the mirror repeated. Children get cigarettes on their teeth and become a fiend. 38, played the roulette with my silhouette and watched him drop to his knees. My childhood dreams invaded by brass knuckles. Cash hustles tend to get me in trouble. Stay humble. A couple G's in my buckle. Make ladies with double D's wanna snuggle. Would you agree? Find bliss, all twisted inside a swisher. Lungs hurting from ignorance. Excuses are always sticking to my fingertips like triggers that slip. The coincidence when the innocent down some Guinness. Homies force him to finish it. Feel your liver twist.
Good.